I am Sharima, and welcome to The Rundown, produced by the St. Kitts and Nevis Information Service, a weekly program where we recap the government's top news and events over this past week, and that is 7 stories in 7 minutes. Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, said that his administration has remained committed to the task of strengthening the Federation's Citizenship by Investment CBI Programme through legislation, consultation with all stakeholders, and through the adoption of strong due diligence procedures. Prime Minister Drew, who also serves as the Minister responsible for citizenship and immigration, said that the aim of all this is to protect the country's reputation and to protect the international community from illicit actors. The Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis launched its CARICOM 25 by 2025 initiative. The initiative aims to reduce the region's US $5 billion food import bill by 25% by 2025. The rollout of this comprehensive plan is designed to secure food self-sufficiency and sustainability in St. Kitts and Nevis. It will outline the targets which have been set to contribute significantly to reducing the food import bill on a national and regional level. The Department of Creative Economy took its We Village That campaign to the Old Road community on Wednesday, July 25th. On Wednesday evening, Minister responsible for the Creative Economy, the Honorable Samuel Duggins, and Permanent Secretary Valencia Sider presented plaques and monetary contributions to 3 individuals of the Old Road community for their contributions in the areas of sports, culture, and entrepreneurship. 2 students of the Tyrrell Williams Primary School were also awarded during Wednesday's ceremony. We Village That is an innovative initiative that recognizes the contributions of residents to the overall development of their respective communities in various fields. And now, here is a public service announcement.
The Prime Minister's Office wishes to inform the general public that the 2023 National Honours Award nomination forms are now available at the security desk at Government Headquarters on Church Street. The forms are to be completed and accompanied by a detailed profile of the nominee and submitted to the Cabinet Secretary, Prime Minister's Office, Government Headquarters, Church Street, Bastille. Interested persons can also visit the SKNIS Facebook page to scan the QR code and obtain the form, which can also be submitted online. Deadline for submissions is Monday, July 31st, 2023.
Training for the recruits of course number 46 has officially commenced, following a brief ceremony held at the police training school earlier this week. The 31 recruits of course number 46 will undergo months of intensive training in 3 core police classroom subjects, namely general duties, criminal law, and evidence and procedures. Officials, including the Commissioner of Police, James Sutton, and Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew, addressed the recruits, thanked them for answering the call of service, and encouraged them to uphold the high standards and professionalism of the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force.
If you haven't done it as yet, please do it today. Subscribe to our YouTube page at SKNIS Media for regular updates, live coverage, and even more information on your government. While you're at it, like, share, and interact with our Facebook and Instagram pages at SKNIS Media and SKNIS Info.
Also this week, the Ministry of Social Development and Gender Affairs facilitated a shock responsive social protection workshop sponsored by the United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, and the World Food Programme. The workshop was timely because of the growing number of contributing factors globally, including climate disasters, the number of children and families living in communities vulnerable to shocks, and facing emergency situations. As such, the Shock Responsive Social Protection Workshop was intended to help officials here in St. Kitts and Nevis strengthen the country's social protection systems to be able to respond to the growing needs. The Independence 40 Planning Committee debuted its first in a series of discussion engagements dubbed Conversations, Reflections, and the Way Forward. Thursday's interactive discussion focused on the road to independence. Perspectives were shared by former Premier of Nevis, Joseph Parry, and historian Claudette Polly-Manchester. And now for our pick of the week. This week, the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis welcomed Caribbean Airlines' inaugural flight from Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago via Antigua, bringing with it increased airlift to the islands and enhancing tourism prospects for the destination. Caribbean Airlines will provide service 5 times weekly on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays and Saturdays between Trinidad, Barbados, Antigua and St. Kitts and Nevis. Here is our video of the week. A welcome ceremony was held on Tuesday for the state-of-the-art humanitarian vessel MV Dawn that is currently docked at Port Zante until August 6, 2023. The vessel and its crew are here to facilitate a number of capacity building exercises on disaster preparedness in the Federation. The vessel is operated by Global Support and Development GSD, a humanitarian non-profit organization whose mission is to rapidly respond to disasters in collaboration with at-risk communities and support them to prepare for future disasters. For the entire video and more, kindly visit our social media pages. Now you're all caught up. Join us next week, same place, same time, for another recap as we continue to bridge the gap between your government and you.